Kick and YouTube are all three up. It is not under 360 video this time. And there we go. Alrighty. Well, now that I'm here, I'm gonna go to bed real quick. I need my ladders. go one more deep. This is looking pretty good so far. I like it. Look at this cutie patootie building his house. Devious Dre, welcome to the chat. You are incorrect. My house has already been built. That's it right there. This isn't my house. This is going to be the Villagers Town Center. Villager Hall. How are you doing, man? Welcome to the chat. I'm good. What about you? I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. It's been pretty good days for me so far. There we go. Good to hear what's on the to-do list for today on Minecraft. I want to at least get the walls finished on this and the ceiling finished, I'm hoping. I don't know if I like that. No, I don't like that. It's getting dark, so I'm gonna head to bed. Look at you trying to decorate the prison. I mean house, yeah. Actually, I have a plan to make it very cozy looking. But then there's going to be a secret laboratory and torture chamber underneath, of course. But the top of it's going to be very cozy looking, so the villagers will think that they have it nice. Until I wipe their memory. Or until I restore their memory with traumatic experiences. And then I wipe their memory and they're happy again. That's some Maze Runner BS. Valid. Oh, wrong thing. Also the wrong thing. I want this one. You a Minecraft only gamer? No, I play a lot of other games, but Minecraft is definitely my main one. But on Fridays we do Freaky Friday Night. I play out a whole assortment of various horror games that I've enjoyed over the years. My stream froze. Can you repeat that? Oof, that's unfortunate, man. I said I am not a Minecraft only streamer. I play plenty of other games as I feel it, but Minecraft is 100% my main game because it's just simply a classic. I kind of like that. And then there will be an arch right there, and then maybe I'll have an arch in between each of these beams. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Minecraft do be goated? Indeed it is. Alright, time to die. Dang, I almost got him. I got one. Nice. I'm gonna craft myself another axe, and let's go ahead and grab 3 stacks of wood because we're gonna need it. This is my first birch build, by the way. I'm not very prevalent on birch in general, but I decided to give it a try with this world since I'm right next to a birch forest, and it's gonna be unnatural having an oak build in a birch forest. So might as well do a birch build in a birch forest. Let's see if I can make it work. I don't know if that was smart, man. Heard Jason Statham was a beekeeper or wouldn't mess with him. I don't know who Jason Statham is. I've heard the name before, but I don't think I really know who he is. Is that the Jason from like Friday the 13th or whatever? He's an actor, got some decent movies. Oh, okay, gotcha. That's cool. From the shark movie Meg. I don't know if you know it. I've seen it before, but I don't know. I don't remember it very well. I've never been big on those type of movies. what movies you like. I was big on Avengers up until Endgame ended. I'm pretty big on a lot of like psychological stuff, like Signs or Unbreakable, stuff like that. I'm more of a TV show guy myself because I really enjoy binging. So like Avatar: Last Airbender, One Piece, stuff like that. Really love it. New Spider-Man does look pretty sweet, not gonna lie. I do look forward to that. I have my hopes up for that one. But all I'll say is ever since the Captain Marvel movie was released, Marvel in general has just gone downhill significantly. But I'm hoping that the new Spider-Man will be the start of a resurgence or something. Because, man, those movies are my childhood. It really hurt to watch them decline the way that they did. Yeah, I felt Marvel went downhill after Endgame, not gonna lie. I feel like it started going downhill after Captain Marvel. And the only reason why Endgame was better than Captain Marvel is because it had the hype of the rest of the series backed on it. But even then, Endgame wasn't as good as Infinity War. DC got lucky with the Batman and New Superman. I don't really remember the New Superman very well. I don't know if it was good or not. I thought it was a good spin on Superman. I feel like it was probably better than the direction that the MCU was going. And I definitely like DC being more colorful than it was before. I enjoyed New Superman. It didn't feel grainy for once. That's valid. The way I'm doing this birch build is requiring a lot of freaking logs. So, Show Guy, how you seen Stranger Things? I have. I've seen the first 4 seasons. I don't think I'm really interested in watching season 5 from the things that I've heard about it. And I've seen some spoilers that I'm okay with hearing those specific spoilers because they kind of turned me off away from the rest of the show in general. I thought season 1 was goated. Really well made. Then after season 1, it changed from a horror TV show and it turned into a action TV show. And then season 4 brought the horror back a little bit, but then it just kind of lost its flavor by that point. I ain't gonna spoil anything, but season 5 was absolute garbage, very rushed. Yep, there you go. And that's the reason why I don't care for spoilers. If you want to spoil it, you can. I'm not gonna watch it anyways. Yeah, don't bother. It ain't worth it. Yeah. If I were to recommend the show to anybody, I'd recommend season 1. And then if you really like the concept, not the atmosphere, but the concept itself, then look at the rest of the seasons. Otherwise, if you just really enjoyed the atmosphere of season 1, just watch season 1. I actually kind of like that. That makes sense. I feel like that fits. You begin to anime. Have you heard you name Avatar and One Piece? Well, technically, Avatar is not an anime, but yes, I am very big on a lot of the really good animes, the well-made ones. Avatar, though, is by far the best show I've ever watched or heard of. I can't think of one that's ever been made that's ever better or close. I've heard that Breaking Bad has really good character development, but they showed a little bit of nudity and or very close to nudity in one of the first episodes, so I kind of turned it off quick. Maybe eventually I'll try it again. Watching it on Nickelodeon back in the day, bruh. I don't think I ever actually watched it on Nickelodeon, but I was pretty close to being that one of the first people that saw it. All I know is that my mom discovered it before we did, and she introduced it to us, and it's absolutely goated, and I love it. It is starting to get dark, so I should probably head back. Cheap viewers, streamboo.com. Wow. I would like to buy some viewers so that my channel could be fake. That'd be fun. Man, growing up, we had some absolute bangers, not gonna lie. I know, right? It's crazy. Well, you know, while I'm near this wall, I don't know if you're the only one on or if there's more people on, but I just want to give a quick shout out to my members over on YouTube. We got Elda Stew, I Am Groot, Onyx on Mars, Clarinet, Panda Boy, Some Dude, and Vibe Central. Thank you guys so much for being members of the channel. I really should appreciate your support. If you guys want to become a member, get added to the wall, get access to a couple emojis, cool badge, and ability to join a live stream of a podcast coming up on Saturday. You're more than welcome to join for 99 cents per month. However, it is not required to enjoy the content. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. Let's continue building. Remember waking up for school and watching Power Rangers peak times? Power Rangers was one of those that wasn't really as good and as you thought it was. You know what I mean? Okay, let's do that on all the corners. Kaboom, 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 kaboom. What if I did that? How does that look? That's not bad. It's a little bad. Sure, it doesn't take too much sense and CGI be wonky, but it's still better than some movies nowadays. That is valid. That is valid. Oop, wrong thing. For example, the Flash movie. I haven't seen the Flash movie. Not necessarily interested in watching it either. is a good watch, but the wonky CGI cracks me up. That's valid. And that makes a lot of sense, actually. Okay, how did I do it over here? I see. Oops. I don't know if I like that or not. There we go. This is actually looking pretty nice. I like this. Them villagers really getting spoiled out here. Yeah, I try. Okay. So I did this right here. How will it look if I did that all around? Oop, did not mean to place that, but oh well. I don't know. It would certainly give the walls a little more texture. So let's go for it. Yeah, I like that. That's not bad. I don't like these beams right here. They look kind of off. So I'm going to take them down. Oops. It's not bad. I kind of like how this is turning out so far. I don't know what to do about the corners. So if I do that, stands out too much. That's way too bright. I think that's too much white. But if I shave it, it matches with those. Things to think about. Alright, I'm gonna go to bed and then I'll come back and we'll continue building. By the way, the mic is okay now. Oh, shoot. Ellie and Arf, how are you doing? Why is the stream called The Hole? Because apparently it didn't save the name. I apologize. I didn't realize that my YouTube chat was not connected. I thought it was. Let me connect the YouTube chat real quick. Well, no problem. Yeah. There we go. Is bro the cookie? What do you mean? And the mic problem isn't really fixed. It's just I swapped mics to my webcam instead of my headset. The cookie for the Discord server. Yes. Yes, that is the cookie. How are you doing, Dancing Cookie? How are you doing? Alright. There we go. I'm gonna need more stairs. So let's go get some more cobblestone. Hi Samuel, how are you doing, man? Welcome to the chat. Good to have you. Yo, Rayshan, how are you doing, man? Welcome to the chat. Good to have you, man. What is this stream about? This is my hardcore world. Although I don't know why it's not changing it on the thing. There it goes. Now it's changed. The title was stuck on the hole because that was my last stream, and I don't know why it was stuck on the hole because I changed it. But oh well. We fixed it finally. It is. How's everyone doing? Now that I actually know that there's people watching, I didn't realize there was people watching a moment ago. So how are y'all doing? Technically, you are digging a hole here. That is true. How many chill hole have you made? A lot. Because that's my most common stream, is digging the chill hole. But this isn't a hole, this is a quarry. There is a difference. Excuse me. Mapola, please? I don't know what that means, but okay. Okay. What if I just go like that? That's not terrible. No, that is terrible. We'll just do that. And we'll just do that. You're talking 1 second Nepali. I don't know what that means. Taking 1 second in India, Indian. Samuel, I don't know if you know what you're talking about at this point. Okay, there we go. What do you guys think of this so far? 35% sure that Samuel is 100% a bot, but bro feels real. I think he's just a little kid. He's a little kid because of his channel. That's valid. That's valid. Oh, hi, cat. What do you guys think? Without the corners or with the corners? Maybe I could do that. I don't know if I like that one. Let's leave the corners for now. I'll decide later. Feels repetitive, not gonna lie. That's valid, but it won't feel repetitive by the time I'm done. At least I hope not. That just makes it look really flat. I'm gonna go to bed real quick and then we can continue. I'd like to give a quick shout out and pause to say thank you to all my members. Elder Stew, I Am Groot, Onyx on Mars, Clarinet, Panda Boy, Some Dude, and Vibe Central. Thank you guys so much for being members of the channel. I really appreciate your support. If you guys want to be a member of the channel, you can do so for 99 cents per month. You get access to a cool badge, couple emojis, and permission to join future live streams, specifically the podcast that comes out on Saturday. If you guys want to participate, it's 99 cents per month. However, it is not required to enjoy the content. I hope you guys are enjoying the content, and let's get continued on the game. It started really bad there for some reason. Flaming Arf is noob. Based on that spelling, I think, and grammar, you're a noob. What if I do this? Okay, that's not terrible, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't mind that. That's not too bad. I'm gonna place torches on all of these points right there for lighting and atmosphere. There we go. I'm gonna beef with the 5-year-old, 7-year-old dude. I'm mature. I have responsibilities. That's valid, man. That doesn't look bad. Left or right, guys? Left or right? Someone shout out their opinion. No one is shouting out their opinion. I don't know. Fetch. Why did bro stop gaming? Can you not hear my mic? I'm asking you guys for your opinion. This one or that one? What do you guys think? Can you not hear me very well? How about now? Can you guys hear me better? Make it feel like a church met a town hall. I mean, that's kind of what I'm going for, but at the same time, I don't know. So should I go for this design? Or for this design? What do you guys think? Yeah, your mic is working. Okay, good, good. Just wanted to make sure. So should I go with this one? Or this one? Left or right? Whew. The gate one takes up too much walking space and the other one doesn't look good until you strip the log, so I'll say the second. Second as in this one? Okay. Okay. We'll go with it then. I think we'll do with this thing on the rest of the ceiling as well. What do you guys think about the ceiling being like this? Do it, but add one outer layer of stripped birch logs, like along the edges. That could be good, actually. You mean something like this? Yeah, along the edges you did at the entrance. Okay, yeah. See how that looks then. That does bring the ceiling down a little bit, which I do like a more compact feel. So we'll go with it. That does mean we need a lot more birch. So let's go ahead and get another 2 stacks of birch. Snap a couple axes against the wood. Plus, as we say, depth. Yep, indeed, depth. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna make my way back up to the house so I can go to bed. A little too dark for comfort. This is probably the most progress I've ever made in hardcore. This is nice. Yes, I got them both. Nice. Cooked the bees. Yep. Indeed. What if we keep parallel edges stripped with logs? What do you mean? Only 2 sides instead of all 4? That could be interesting, but I'm not sure. Let's put it up right here and see what it looks, how it turns out. So you were suggesting either this, where you will see the birch lip right there, but not there. When before we were looking at this. That could be good. I like that. Perhaps. Like that? That's not bad. I kind of like that. I kind of like that, actually. Let's go with it. It gives it a lot more texture. Well, Flaming Arf, thank you so much for helping me with that. That actually really turned out nice. I appreciate it. I owe you one. I randomly get ideas that cook. Yeah, man, this one really cooked. Because that solved my corner issue. Now the corners don't look uneven compared to the rest of everything. I really like this. Thank you, man. Sun's getting real low, big fella. Avengers Age of Ultron reference. Yes, indeed. So, Arf, are you going to join us next Sunday for Avatar? Or we might do it a daily, make it a daily thing. Should we make Avatar Last Airbender into a daily thing? I don't know. Unfortunately, I won't be able to live stream it, but I can video call it onto Twitch. I see no issue with it. You gonna join us for one of those nights, though? You know, let's put up a thing in the Discord and ask what people they think. Give me just 1 second. There we go. No, really, next Sunday, so Saturday for me. So I guess depends on time, where I am, but I'll try. That's valid. Well, I usually pull it up, or I'm going to start pulling it up at 5 p.m. I feel like I feel like it's less of a content thing for me at this point, and more that's going to be a community thing. We watch Avatar together as a community. I kind of want to start it up. I feel like it'd be very nice. But I don't know if it'll really catch on or not, because, I mean, I did it yesterday, and 2 people joined early, left within 5 minutes of the first episode, and I ended up watching the entire first episode by myself. Great idea, not gonna lie. Community building might help with you. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, man. Okay, there we go. Growing, yeah. I mean, I started my first intention when I first started YouTube, or at least streaming in the way that I am now. I had the brilliant idea of just starting a Discord, and instead of focusing my growth on my YouTube channel, I was instead focusing growth on my Discord. And anytime I would catch a viewer commenting, I would immediately refer them to the Discord. And my Discord grew pretty fast because of that. And I mean, I haven't done that as much now because my focus is now on YouTube because it makes me money now. But it really worked for a time being. So maybe I should rededicate some focus back into the community. There we go. This is what it looks like now. What do you think about it? I still don't know about the cobblestone, the way the arches built the way they are. I'm going to change everything to the other way that I had thought of and see if it looks any better walking through. Now I'm going to turn half of it into one and then half of it into the other. We'll call this style the up style and this style the down style. Because why the fetch not? Bottom stair takes up too much style. I don't know. Well, I mean, it's not going to be as open when I finish it. Keep in mind that this is going to be the villager trading hall. There's going to be villagers along the edges, I'm pretty sure. Unless I decide not to do villagers along the edges and I would instead make a basement, which I could do. That's actually not a bad idea. Make the main entrance and it just looks good. And then villager hall, or the villager trading center is going to be underneath. Space, not style, in both styles. Yeah. I understand what you mean. This is where vertical slabs would probably come in handy, but I don't know for sure. I don't know yet. I say we leave it as it is right now for the time being. Let's put those there. There we go. We leave it as it is right now for the time being, half and half, and then we'll come back and make a decision later. Gonna give you a replacement for vertical slabs. Slabs on Discord. Alright. Let me go to Discord. Alright, go for it, man. I mean Minecraft. Alright. So I do have one idea. I don't know how well it'll work. Oop. Check DMs. Alright, I'll check. Give me just 1 second, okay? I kind of like that. Alright, let me check the DMs. Those are the shelves, right? The new shelves. Yeah, thought so. I use them for storage in my house. I like them as a visual storage, but the thing is using them as vertical slabs is nice if your build is purely decorational. I want mine to have functionality, and having random storage in a place that doesn't make sense to have storage visually will bother me so much. Do it. There we go, that's better. I kind of like the idea of having stripped logs around the perimeter, so we're going to do that next. In the empty areas in between the strip logs, like I have garden wheat, carrots, potatoes, maybe. You should. I ain't commanding in that area. Well, yeah. I feel like that looks better. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna need some more birch now. destroying the entire forest for this one build. Definitely going to need to replant the forest so that it fits, so that the build fits in the area still. Birch Destroyer is a fire name for you, not gonna lie. Bruh. I guess so. You know what? I actually really like this being around the perimeter like that. I feel like it adds a lot more texture to the build. Now imagine these, but instead of torches having lanterns on them. Ooh, that would add a lot of color to it as well. Oop. You know, one thing I don't like is the stripped log pallets on top not being connected but being stopped for a stain. I'm confused what you mean by that. Are you talking these parts? You talking these parts? That was somewhat intentional for me. The middle pillars, yeah. That was somewhat intentional, but I'm not 100% sure about it. I might flip those top stairs, but I'm not sure yet. Should I go with that? Or should I keep the sides bare? I'm gonna head to bed while I think about it. Middle sides, it looks bad too again. Repetitive. Okay. Repetitive. So we won't do it then. I am really proud of how the top half of it turned out. I really love the ceiling. I feel like the ceiling is definitely my best part, and I really like the floor. The flooring is looking really good. I think you are right. I think that's better. So we're going to flip all these again. The indecisive part of my brain is going to make me break so many pickaxes. Back again. Welcome back, Proper Lad. How are you doing, man? Good to see you. Okay. Yeah, I really like how this is turning out so far. Unfortunately, Proper Lad, you caught me at the tail end of my stream. I'm actually getting ready to end it. I want to go grab a bite to eat. How was your brother's visit? Absolutely amazing. I taught him a little bit more about how to play Magic the Gathering, and he had fun. So that was good. Was it Magic the Gathering? Yes, indeed. Magic the Gathering. He's very new to the game, but I've been playing it since I was like 20. No, since I was 19. What is that game? It's a collecting card game. It's like Pokemon. Like, you know how Pokemon's a card game? It's like that, but better. In fact, I have a lot of cards. There. That's like about 5% of my collection. So like if I pull this down, all cards. That's what they look like. That's what the backs look like. Basically, they're collectible cards that have a card game that comes with them. And they're very fun. Perhaps, if you guys are interested, I can show you the online version. Do you get that from like a pack? Yes, correct. But if you guys are interested, perhaps I could show you the online version in a future stream. I've done it before, and it's pretty fun. Are they expensive, dog? My collection is worth about $1,000, and I'm debating whether or not to sell them. Anyways, let's head back to my base. Before I end the stream, I'd like to give one more quick shout out to all my members. Eldest Stu, I Am Groot, Onyx on Mars, Clarinet, Panda Boy, Some Dude, and Vibe Central. Thank you guys so much for being members of the channel. I really appreciate your support. If you want to be a member of the channel, show your support, you can get access to a couple of emojis, cool badge, and the ability to join a live stream coming up that will be taking place on Saturday at 8 p.m. and we will be doing a podcast. If you guys want to join, please do so for 99 cents per month. However, it is not required to enjoy the content. That said, I hope you guys have enjoyed the content. I'll see you in a future stream. I'll be live again at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. See you guys then.